You know how Moses basically got like a spanking from God because he didn't listen the second time when him and Aaron struck the rock when God said speak to it? Yeah, well, I found something, and it's kind of like interesting. Um, so Moses and Aaron didn't get to go to the promised land. Moses got to look at the promised land, but he didn't get to go to it. And we know that in Jude 1:9 it says, "But when the archangel Michael contending with the devil, disputing about Moses' body, he did not presume to pronounce a blasphemous judgment, but said, 'The Lord rebuke you.'" Well, there's more. Because God had said to Moses in Deuteronomy 32, 51 and 52, because you broke faith with me in the midst of the people of Israel at the waters of Meribah Kadesh in the wilderness of Zin, and because you did not treat me holy in the midst of the people of Israel, for you shall see the land before you, but you shall not go there into the land that I am giving the people of Israel. Well, that reminded me of another story that was in the Bible. It was the rich man and Lazarus. And although Moses is obviously considered righteous and holy, I'm not saying he was the rich man or anything, but it reminded me of the story where the rich man got to see Lazarus and Abraham take Lazarus up, and he became the beggar. He wanted the water and everything, but he never got to make it. And then that takes me another place where Jesus spoke about how it is easier for a camel to go through a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God. Well, all of these things basically have to do with faith. You see, because the rich man was with Lazarus, he didn't have faith. He was too consumed with his money, or so you could say. And easier for a camel to go through that whole parable, and who he's talking to there, it occurs to me in that it's faith-based, because I forgot, I didn't write down the whole thing, but it's basically like you give up everything because you have more treasures in heaven. Like the more you give up here, the more you have there, and it ties into line with like all the other prophets and stuff like that who they all had those promises, but they never got to see it. They all had the faith, they were deemed righteous, and they never got to see it. So that's all faith-based. I think there's something else I was gonna say. Oh, and just because you may not know, you will still get in trouble for not seeking. Because in Romans 10, basically, I guess you could say, I don't know, 10, 1 through 4, I'll sum it up. Knowing and not seeking is a big no-no, because you're just going to make up your own stuff. So my people perish for lack of knowledge. That's specifically talking about priests, because that's in a different chapter, but it's still the same thing. You're going to perish for lack of knowledge. So seek it.